Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you're returning. It's your girl Fiery Moon, and I'm here to do the water sign general monthly collective reading. This is for Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. You guys know, take what resonates and leave the rest. Know that time as well as the energy is fluid, and the energy can be vice versa or interchangeable. I'm going to be starting out with the Spirit Animal Oracle. I'll then be following up with the traditional tarot deck, and then the guidance or advice is going to come from the Angel Answers deck. I did already shuffle the cards. So I'm just wanting to sit with the water energy right now and see what I'm, just feeling right now. It is water, so, feelings could be prominent for you right now. We did just have the new moon in Gemini, so as I'm recording this, it's after the degree of the new moon, I'll say. So I wouldn't be shocked if this doesn't tie in or, resonates in some kind of way, or is like a continuation from that new moon reading. I don't know why for the water signs, like I'm feeling like very earth energy, almost like the Four of Pentacles energy, like no feelings going in and no feelings coming out. Like it feels like a very hard energy that I'm feeling with the water signs right now. We'll see if it comes up in the reading, but that's what I'm feeling, like someone is just guarded. Like extremely guarded. So let's jump right in and see what's going on. Yeah, so we have, the bottom of the deck is Pig Spirit. That says, use your mind wisely. It almost makes me feel like there may be some negative thinking that you're going through. Like negative thoughts that, you may be trying. It's almost like giving me an energy of trying to convince yourself of something. But with the Groundhog Spirit, and here's that Four of Pentacles energy, because although the Four of Pentacles can be an energy of, being guarded, it could also be an energy of holding on. And with this Groundhog energy, it says, it's time to let go. And then we have Elephant Spirit, which says, learn from the past. This is also like that earth energy. And it's like almost like what I'm feeling is like someone is like trying to convince themselves of why they need to hold on to something. But it's like, no, there's something to be learned with this Elephant Spirit that says learn from the past. You just have to, trust. Oh my God, with the Whale Spirit, trust in the great mystery. Trust the great mystery. You can't be afraid of the unknown. And then we have here the Coyote Spirit. Trust in divine detours. It's like, yeah, you're being guided or pushed to go one way, and it's like you're determined to stay where you're at. And it's like, it's combative. It's that Four of Pentacles energy. You're not allowing what's trying to come in, but you're also not trying to let go of whatever it is you're holding on to. Water signs, what's going on? What's going on? let's see. What's going on for the water sign collective of Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces for the month of June? What's going on? Oh, that's too many. Can I get less cards? What's going on for the water signs? Everything is just coming out in chunks. Less cards, please. Now, I've never gotten one of these in reverse, but like I'm being guided to take it in the reverse. And it's the giraffe spirit, which says, see the bigger picture, or see the big picture. And it's like, for some of you, like right now, it's like you can't. Like something is it's like you don't trust. You don't trust that where you're being guided or whatever you're being guided to do, whatever the situation is. You don't believe that, spirit got your back with the ego spirit. It's like instead of working with the energy, you're going against it. Because this giraffe, like, spirit coming out in reverse, is giving me like that Two of Swords. And then we have the flamingo spirit, which is like you don't want to see it any other way than the way than it is right now. It's like you're closed off to change. But with the flamingo spirit, that's saying embrace the in-between. Like you have to learn how to embrace when it's time for things to change. No, you don't want to leave it behind, but like it's almost like how can I put this? Like it's like you want to go forward, but you keep going back. And you just need to embrace the fact that whatever you keep going back to isn't getting you where you want to move forward to. So it's almost like embrace this transition that's about to come in for you. Yep. Then we have the Panther spirit, which says reclaim your power. And then we have the Moth spirit with surrender now. Like, yeah, it's like it's almost because you don't trust yourself. And with the Moth spirit, I'm almost feeling like the Ten of Wands. Like, you need to just put this down. And in a way, like, take your power back. Because it's like you're giving too much power to the past. And then we have, like I said, there's something to be learned. With the Wolf spirit, turn knowledge into wisdom. And then we have a rebirth is assured with the Bat spirit. So there's a transformation that's happening. Like, it almost makes me feel like whether you want it to or not. But you need to embrace, the seasons are, getting ready to change in June. We're going to transition from spring to summer. Less cards. Can I get one more for the water signs? And I almost said earth sign. Give me one more for the water sign collective. Less cards, please. Can I get one more? Then we have the porcupine spirit, time for beginner's mind. Yeah, it's time for you to transition out of this energy. That's like the Page of Swords. It's time to learn, like, there's a different way to do things. But some of you are resistant to that, and it's like almost because this always comes up. I'm not saying this specifically for the water signs, but this energy always comes up like you because you don't know what it's going to turn out, or like how something is going to turn out, because you can't see it. It just like keeps you stagnated. But then we have at the bottom of the deck the Beaver spirit, which says, lay a solid foundation. Yeah, it's from whatever this transition that's happening. It's like almost causing you to build it from the ground up. It is like a restart, and some of you don't want to do that. But like I always say, people don't know that like rock bottom is where you're made. People like it baffles me how people look at rock bottom as like somewhere you don't want to be. No, that's where you want to be, because from there is the only way you can move up. There's only one direction to go once you hit rock bottom. But it's like some of you are resisting because it's almost like that it's going to require some type of change or transformation within you that you don't want to partake in. But you're just going to be constantly walking on like shaky ground. Bottom of the tarot deck we have the Chariot. And what I'm getting off of this is like, oh my God, I couldn't even get it out. Is like it's a change in your direction with the Chariot, and then we have the Wheel of Fortune behind that. That's like, it's fate, it's destiny, it's transition, it's forward movement. And it's like you almost need to harness the energy of this Chariot, but it also feels like there's a Chariot energy, the energy of the Chariot, I'll say, that's coming through and like almost forcing this change. It could just, be the universe. We seen that card that said, trust in divine detours. And I felt water signs, you are in this earth energy. If you're a masculine, male or female, doesn't matter. But it's like you're resisting this new beginning. That's the Fool. You're resisting it. You want it. But it's almost like you're over analyzing it. With the Seven of Pentacles, this is that giraffe spirit in reverse, that Seven of Pentacles. And what is costing you by like sitting in this energy of the giraffe spirit, because you can't see like what it's going to bring you, you're gonna miss out on this opportunity that's trying to come in for you. You don't even realize it almost, because you're too busy looking at it from a practical standpoint. Let's see what comes out. Yep, the Ten of Swords. Let me get the rest of the cards out. What messages do we need for the water signs? Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Alright. So we have out the Ten of Swords, the Three of Swords, the Seven of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, the Chariot, and the Six of Cups. And what I'm feeling is like, it's like with the Ten of Swords coming up under this giraffe spirit, it's almost like, and ah man, this card says hitting rock bottom, but the worst is over. Some of you, like, this is a fear that you're having. Like I said in the beginning, you know, people fear rock bottom, and it's like, no, like, don't fear that. But it could also be like, you know, you're just at a low point mentally, because, and like I said, that could be the blockage of why you're having a hard time seeing the big picture. You don't need to know everything up front, because that takes away from the experience. If you knew everything up front, 9 times out of 10 you wouldn't even go through the experience. But that's not the point of experience. The point of the experience is to go through it, not try to prejudge or premeditate what's gonna happen. You don't know what's gonna happen, because the cards are clearly saying, like, you got the Wheel of Fortune out here. It says good luck, life cycles, destiny, karma, transition, movement, progress, travel, a turning point. You're freaking yourself out about something that could be potentially good with the Wheel of Fortune here. But it's like, because you can't see it, or you're trying to like put it together before you go through it, it's causing, from the 10 to the 3 of Swords is the 7 of Swords. You're deceiving yourself. You could have went through, you know, some type of, you know, a separation at the 3 of Swords, but whatever it is, whether it was something past or something that you may even be going through now, once you're at the 3 of Swords, the next one is the 4 of Swords, which is healing. You will heal from this. It may hurt. I'm not saying that it doesn't hurt, whatever the situation is for you, but you will persevere with the Chariot. You're going to move past this. But it's almost like with the 7 of Wands, some of you are like trying to defend this hurt or whatever, this separation, this breakup, this conflict. And it's like you're trying to defend it with the 7 of Wands. Because it's like, it's almost like for some of you, you can't see it a different way. They keep showing me the Page of Swords every time I look at this porcupine spirit. But, you know, the Page of Swords has the Ace of Swords, which is truth, is clarity. And some of you just don't, it's like you don't want things to change with the 6 of Cups. It's like living, like almost living in a, like, how can I put it? It's almost like you just want to, like you just keep dwelling on the past. What's at the bottom of the deck? Yeah. And in that energy, by you staying in this energy, you just stay like at a crossroads with the 2 of Wands. Because there's a fear of the unknown. But you know the truth. You know the truth. And even with the 3 of Swords, you know, normally when we go through a situation that's like the 3 of Swords, yeah, we're hurt, but we can't allow ourselves to stay in that hurt. And this says clearing the ground for the new. And they're drawing me back to this beaver spirit of, you know, laying a solid foundation. You have to rebuild and heal yourself from whatever this is, and stop thinking that it's like the worst. Well, let's see. What's this 10 of Swords? It's 2 of them. Honestly, what's the 10 of Swords? The 10 of Swords, spirit. Man, like I can even feel like you're just all over the place mentally. The 10 of Swords. Yep. We got the 6 of Pentacles and the 4 of Pentacles. I feel like with the 6 of Pentacles, you're just like energetically and physically, like you're spent. Like it's almost like you're putting too much time, energy, and effort and keeping this mindset that here's that Four of Pentacles we've been talking about the whole reading. Like, you're just unwilling to let go, but unwilling to allow new things in with this energy, because there's a fear of things, going badly, because just because you can't make it how you want to make it, almost. But we don't have that luxury. Some of I wish we did. I wish we could, put things and have things the way that we want them, but unfortunately, that's not realistic. Yeah. It's almost an energy of like you keep giving. Maybe you're giving, or in a situation that's not reciprocal. So that causes you to not want to give to others. But that's not how it works. You have to give to receive. But just because you're in, I feel like I'm having deja vu, because I feel like I did a reading like this before for the water signs, and it's like because you were in a situation that could have ended badly with the Ten of Swords, or wasn't, you may have even felt defeated by the situation. It's like you're using this situation as like for how you gauge future situations. And it's like, so you're not gonna reciprocate or do anything because you did it in the past, and for some of you, you could have gotten taken advantage of. So now it's like, because this happened to me in the past, you're like, you won't, like, you refuse to invest. But what you're realizing is, and staying in this energy, you kind of cheat yourself, because like I said, with this, from the Ten of Swords to the Three of Swords is that Seven of Swords. It's self-sabotage. This is the energy that you like need to harness in the more positive side to like build yourself up into this Nine of Pentacles. But it's like, no, you won't. It's like, you're holding back your own growth. You're stifling your own self-worth by doing this. Let's see what the Three of Swords is. There's the healing. And like, the healing is not going to happen overnight. That's why the flamingo spirit is here. You have to embrace this healing. You have to be willing to let it go and actually want to heal with this star energy. Can I get one more for the Three of Swords? Yeah, but you're resisting it. There's that Two of Swords. And it could be, for some of you, coming from a place of ego and pride, but you're not allowing yourself to move forward. Tell me about the Seven of Wands. Look, the Ace of Swords. You have to allow in a new perspective. But it's like, some of you already have it. You just don't want to believe it. Because it's like there's that fear of, with the Five of Pentacles, like, you're focused, like I said before, you're focused too much on it from a practical and material standpoint. You're too focused on that. So it's like you rather stay in that mindset and resist the truth of what you already know. So you're not even allowing this new perspective, this beginner's mind, to even come in. Can I get one more for the Seven of Wands? Look. Yeah, and I knew that Seven of Swords was going to show. And this is that self-deception. But what happens when you try to like run from this Ace of Swords as the Seven of Swords and think like you're almost getting away with something, you're gonna run right back into this Ace of Swords. Look at that. You can't run or hide or like escape the truth. And it's like this new beginning that you want. You won't, like, you could look at it, you could want it, you can think about it wishfully and think like there's a way that you're still gonna get it. Because you see how he's looking back at that Ace of Wands but running the other way. It's not gonna come until you step into, realize and accept the truth of the situation. What's the Wheel of Fortune? Now, for some of you, we got the Queen of Cups and the Fool. And what this makes me feel like is with the Wheel of Fortune, this energy for the month of June for you water signs could be, you know, pushing you out of this earth energy that you're in, and like almost with the Wheel of Fortune forcing you into your emotional body, because there you are, male or female, doesn't matter. You're being forced into your emotional body. For others of you, I feel like there was an opportunity that could have presented itself in the past, and because you wasn't sure of how it was going to play out, you know, the situation ended with this. I feel like this Queen of Cups could be another person. If you're like the cross watcher, this could be your Cancer. And now it's almost like you want to go back towards that energy or person for some of you. Yeah, and now it's like now you want to, you know, open up and express maybe something that you know, you didn't know how to, you know, reciprocate. You only knew how to reciprocate from a material standpoint. You didn't know how to reciprocate emotionally. So that's what could have caused the ending if it's you and another person. But now it's like now you want to open up. Now you want to express all of the hidden feelings. But in that same token, it's almost like you have to like I don't want to say it like this because it's gonna sound so wrong, but it's almost like you have to give up this lack mentality. Like you're gonna be looked at as like less than for opening up and expressing yourself emotionally to this person or even to yourself. You're like, there's strength and vulnerability. I don't know why people look at like vulnerability and sharing your emotions as, you know, weakness. That's not weak. It takes a lot to put your emotions into words and then actually speak them. Man, tell me about this Chariot. Trust me, I know. I'm a water sign. I have a water and fire stellium. Yeah. And then we have the Queen of Swords and the Two of Pentacles. Clarifying this Chariot. This feels like the same energy to me. Because the Fool is trying to go towards this Queen of Cups, even if that's just you stepping into your emotional body. But as the Chariot, it almost feels like this energy, you know, is coming towards this Queen of Swords. And whoever is the feminine energy, or whoever is wanting to come towards or go towards a feminine energy, you're very like indecisive because you're afraid you're gonna be met with like, I mean, it's the Queen of Swords. You very well might be met with some truth, and it may come off, you know, a bit harsh, but what people like, I don't know, every reader is different, but I always get water energy off of the Queen of Swords. Um, because in order to be like, you know, to speak your truth, you have to be in tune with yourself emotionally. That's why I feel like these two feminine energies are the same. And whoever, if it is a different, like a feminine energy for you and you're a masculine, you, the feminine energy, I'll say, is in tune with their feelings. So it's going to come out. Like, it's gonna be raw. But it's real. That's the thing. It's real. And it's like I said, you don't know if you should, you know, reach out to this person. You want to with the Page of Wands. It could even be to, you know, offer an apology with the Page of Cups and the Page of Wands. But it's I understand that as a masculine energy, it may make you feel very vulnerable. But if this is all you and it has nothing to do with another person, you have to use this energy of the Chariot to balance yourself after whatever the situation is up here for you. And, you know, you come from a place of, you know, discernment and intelligence, and not from, you know, just a practical material standpoint. You're going to have to harness both of these energies of the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Swords in your own feminine energy. But let's get the Six of Cups. Let's see why this is here. We got the Four of Wands. And the Temperance. And then we have the Two of Cups on the bottom. So what this is making me feel like is almost like the energy of either this is something you went through in a past relationship with someone, and it almost had like, it has you wanting like that old thing back. Like that's the energy that I'm feeling. Like you want that old thing back. You want, you know, the stability and the emotional reciprocation that you once had with someone. You want that back. Like I feel like doing this with the reading. I don't know why. Like it feels like two separate. It's like whatever you went through with someone up here who is not this energy down here, whether masculine or feminine, doesn't matter. Or male or female, doesn't matter. Whatever you went through over here, it's like you're trying to hold this energy down here to that standard. But up here, there was only reciprocation, you know, physically and materially. Down here, there is water down here. The only water up here is in this star energy of you needing to heal from this situation, but you're resisting it and avoiding it. But down here, it's like you're reminiscing on the past that you've had with this energy and wanting it back. Because we have the Two of Cups. It could, be a spiritual connection, but it's like you want that back. I'm gonna get one more for this. Tell me about this energy up here. We have a Queen of Pentacles. So that could have been a totally different feminine energy. Yep. With the Five of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles. This is a situation where you were dealing with like possibly an imbalanced feminine energy, because that's how I'm feeling it. Like it was a very chaotic situation. But down here is not that same energy, and that's just what I feel and what I'm seeing intuitively. Tell me about this Queen of Pentacles. We got the we got the Page of Wands and the Hermit, and then the King of Pentacles. This could have been someone that you were in a marriage or a committed relationship with, but it almost makes me feel like with the Page of Wands, it came from like an immature place. So now it's like almost being shown to you through this Hermit energy of what this was. And then down here, it's almost like, let me just clarify this real quick. Can I get one for this? Because it feels like it came from an immature place as the Page of Wands. It was shared almost between the Queen and the Queen and King of Pentacles. But this energy down here, they're not gonna tell me. But it's almost like with the Moon, because I'm just clarifying these energies as a whole. With the Moon coming out, it's almost like what I'm feeling strongly off of this is like just fear and anxiety. Of this person or of this energy. Because it's no mistake that they make you happy on an emotional level. With the Nine of Cups. And it's almost like you just look out, and for some of you, you could watch this person and see them as the Empress. But it almost makes me feel like if this has nothing to do with another person for you, you're just afraid of being happy because you've been through situations in your life where it almost makes you feel like happiness isn't real. Like it's not something that you can attain or, obtain. So it's like you just rather sit in, the only word that's coming to my head right now is misery. And, think of it as like that's what life is like. But you're afraid of being happy, either within yourself and coming from a place of emotions and intellect that you can't see it another way. But let's get the guidance or advice. Yeah. Bottom of the deck says look for a sign. So just pay attention. Yep. Because this energy of success wants to come in. And you're a water sign, so our sign is it comes by, most of our signs come by way of intuition. And the cards are saying, like, listen to your intuition, because they're trying to point you towards success. There may even be something that you see. Since there's a need to see, the universe might just throw something at you. Like, all right, here, boom, here's the sign. Do you trust me now? And once you do that and you allow that intuition or whatever that sign is, trust it, it's going to lead you to the success that you want, which is down here. Person, place, or thing, or just within yourself. But what's the guidance or advice for the water signs of Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces? Yeah. Remain positive. Stop thinking or fearing the worst. Yes, and I swear to God, this card was at the bottom after I just finished the air sign reason. It's the perfect time. We are being set up right now for everything that we want. Perfect timing. You just gotta think and remain positive. Seriously. If you think negative thoughts, negative things is what you're going to manifest. If you think positive thoughts, you're going to manifest positivity. What's this remain positive? I'm just going to clarify it for y'all. I'm being guided to, so I'm doing it. Tell me about this remain positive. We have the Queen of Wands and the King of Swords. Like I said, if you're masculine energy, you may be getting or seeing something. I don't know what it is. But for some of you, there's a believe that you can separate from this energy. For some of you, you're in a toxic connection right now with someone and you need to sever ties. And it's just like, remain positive that in severing this tie from this person, don't be scared of where it's going to push you. Because what it's going to do is push you forward. We have the Eight of Wands and the Six of Wands. But this whatever it is, just whatever's ending, whatever attachment is, I almost feel like it's being severed. It's for your betterment. It's for your good. Because if it's another person for you and not this energy down here, we got all four queens out here. As the King of Swords, you're trust what you're seeing in regards to possibly a fire energy, a fire feminine energy, male or female, doesn't matter. But I feel like there's a tie that's being severed, a toxic tie with the devil here. So with that being said, guys, as always, I thank you for tuning in with me. Sending you all love and lights and positive vibes. And I will see you all on the next reading. All right. Later.